into it. Give me one moment, because this should be on. Hold on one sec. People aren't going to be able to hear you guys right now for some reason. All right, say something.
Hello.
Oh, okay, there we go. Now it's working. That was weird. All right, well, there's a lot going on. So, to recap from last time, let me actually bring us out of this map for a hot second and bring us back over to the Sword Coast. Although Roll20 is being real slow right now. There we go, okay. Alright, so at the moment, this is basically the last night of week 6, which means that after this, there's only 1 week left in your journey to Waterdeep. Pretty smooth sailing, should be anyway, because you're on the Tradeway main highway right now, and you're just south of Waterdeep. For a change of pace, instead of staying out in the wilderness, the caravan was able to stop in the small town of Daggerford. You guys are, at the moment, in a bit of a pickle in Daggerford. Let's bring us back to the battle map. So, upon getting the chance to go do different things, Nyx, you had Lyral go over with Asbar Joss, the Red Wizard of Thane, and Resmere, one of the worm speakers, the cult leader over here. Because they said they were going to go to the inn for the night. You were like, okay, that's fine. Well, why don't I accompany you and still get the chance to put up our little force field and be safe for the night? Which you have done. You are currently in this room up here with your shadowy midnight spell protecting all of you. And we'll get to Ander last, actually. Waka and Willa, you guys went to get a nice, meal in town for once, go to a restaurant. Darval, you went to a nearby temple, trying to get some prayer in, some alms, all those things. When Ander decided to follow the trio who went into the force field to a local tavern and inn. After the three went in, Ander tried to approach the main room, at which point two seemingly townspeople came up to him and were basically like, oh, hey, private party in here. You can't sleep in here for the night. There's no more room. The innkeeper said you could go sleep in the stables if you want. Ander was a little suspicious, but went back over there. Turned out the two who had stopped him were both veteran members of the Cult of the Dragon. They decided they would try to jump him. Ander, you figured out what was going on, and before they could jump you, using a magic item that you had happened to buy randomly a few sessions ago, use the Horn of Silent Alarm to warn nearby folks, specifically your party members, that something was wrong. Can't transmit an actual message, but you would know that something has happened when you heard his horn blow. Lyral has heard that, and is still in the bubble, not sure whether it is safe to leave, lest she raise suspicion from Asbar and Resmere. Darval, you were able to rally the priests to try to come to your aid. They're currently getting ready. You jumped on your horse and are on the way there, but are still 740 feet away. Waka and Willa, thankfully, were closer by at that restaurant, kind of splitting the difference between the inn and the temple right in the middle. You guys have arrived, and thanks to some excellent assassination moves with your rogue abilities, you have taken both veterans to pretty low fucking HP at the moment. Ander, you also tried to lay an ambush, which admittedly did not work very well, as the bites did not connect when they opened the doors. But, here we are. Additionally, the guards have now heard, which could be a good thing, but also, if they arrive with you guys standing over some bodies, maybe not so good. Hard to say. Additionally, do the cultists have more people in the area? Is this just, two drunk lackeys that decided to take the night off and fuck with some guards that they don't like? Hard to say for sure. So with that in mind, we're going to come back in at the top of the order with Waka, and I've made notes for how far away the guards currently are. Darval, you're 740 feet away, but I'm going to put this stuff on the GM layer for now. Waka, what do you think?
Alright, so, I have my rapier and my hand crossbow out.
Yes, you have weapons in both hands, for sure.
Perfect. I'm gonna stab him.
Alright.
If he survives, I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright, go in for that stab. No advantage for anything at the moment, just a straight roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hit. Very close, but he is still up, albeit barely. Both of these veterans now deep into the red zone of their health as they're just kind of staggering, blood trickling from his jaw. And unfortunately, since it's disadvantaged to fire that point blank...
Nope.
Oh.
I have, I think it's crossbow.
Yes, that does remove it. However, they are wearing splint mail, which is AC 17, so it'll still miss.
Oh, shucks.
As you kind of try to go for the shot, and he just gets his fucking, like, arm in the way of it, and the coral just, like, shatters across his van braces.
Nice.
Alright.
Lucky. You got lucky.
That brings us over to Ander, currently still in, like, dire hyena form over here.
Let's hope I do it better. Is this veteran still alive?
He is, yes, albeit, like, barely.
Alright, cool.
Both of them are pretty much, like, one hit, one kill right now. They're so, like, they both have, like, blood trickling from the corner of their mouth. You know, armor has been torn the fuck up. Well, mainly his armor, the one next to you, has been torn up. The other two have kind of been pinpoint accuracy stabbing the other ones.
Alright, cool. Then I am going to just attack the one in front of me.
Alright, go for that swing. Oh, unfortunately, that is not gonna do it.
Alright.
Yeah, so, can you do anything else?
No, I cannot.
Alright,
That's it for me.
In that case, we're gonna tab over to the two veterans. Waka, we're gonna start with the one in front of you. He is currently two-handing his longsword. And, okay, let's see. So it's going to be... He is going to use a multi-attack, do 2 attacks in a row. And then he, as a bonus action, you see he, like, almost fucks it up. But he fumbles for something around his neck, pulls out a silver whistle, and blows hard onto it.
Oh, no.
Alright, doesn't have his buddy with him, so it's just a straight attack. Okay, that is a miss, but then a crit.
Okay.
So, effectively the same as if he just hit you twice. Okay. This is gonna be hefty here. That is going to be 17 into Waka.
Oh. That hurts.
Alright, the other veteran, kind of like nods to his friend, seeing the signal has already been given. It's going to go in twice on the hyena. That is going to be a 12 and a 17 against Ander. Which I think the 12 misses.
My AC is 12.
Oh, it is 12? Okay, hold on. All right, first attack, second attack. Okay. Pretty much min damage on both. First attack is going to be 5, second attack is going to be 4.
Nice. Alright.
Striking, but it seems like this man does perhaps not know all of the vulnerable points on a hyena. It's not what he's been trained for. And as such, his attacks are not really impacting very hard. Yeah, so shockingly, this was not part of his cult training. Willa, you are on the roof right now, and it is sloped, so you can like be hidden on this side of it. We just revealed the walls in here because there's no actual like roof layer.
Yeah.
Although I could probably make a roof layer on the fly. You think about what you're gonna do. I'm gonna see what I got here.
So I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if I rolled a stealth for our
You are not currently hidden.
Okay. So I'll just do steady aim for the guy attacking.
You're good. Next to it.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so I'm attacking the veteran next to Waka, just automatically at advantage because of it being.
Oh no. No, I think it only gets.
Okay.
All right, there you
Sorry,
go.
I'm discussing. Okay, I am doing steady aim and attacking that veteran.
Very bad information.
Okay, which veteran?
The one by Waka.
Okay, got it. Go for your shot with advantage here. Added a quick roof on here, quick fix. Ooh, unfortunately, does manage to duck that arrow out of the way.
Okay.
Anything
Is there
else?
any more space for hiding in my turn or no?
Yeah, you even used a. Oh, was your bonus action? Is that steady aim as a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then yeah, there wouldn't be any more room for that.
Okay, perfect. I'm done.
All right. In that case, Darval. I don't know what kind of shenanigans. If you can have any shenanigans with your horse.
Just
But-
keep riding at 60 feet twice. I'm gonna use a dash action for that.
So 120 feet. Okay. So you are currently at 620 feet away.
Sweet.
All right. Just keeping track of that in my notes. All right. That is going to be the top here. Let's see. That's not the one I want. Where are you? I need a town guard. Okay, one is coming from the west. One is coming in from the east. You see two squads of 3 men approaching at high speed. They seem to be Daggerford guards. 2 of them, one in each squad, have the livery of a corporal. Looks like they are in charge of the other 2. All right, and we're going to add them in. They're coming in at a 22. All right. As they approach, they see heavy signs of combat here. All of you, cease and desist your actions. Lay down your weapons immediately. What do you guys say here? I'm gonna give you a free action to respond.
I can't respond, so I can't use it.
Yes, you are unable to respond.
So, in the sense of time placement, if I don't respond until my turn, is that suspicious?
Not necessarily, depending on what you say. At the moment, it looks like they have used their full action to run up here.
Okay.
So they're at least at the moment they're shouting at you. Yeah. They're basically they're shouting at you, but they're incapable of actually doing anything this round, at least.
Okay. Can I pretend not to hear them?
Yeah, you know what?
Stabbed to death over here.
Yeah, give me a deception check here. I'll allow it. Solid. All right. They're not cooperating. Let's get in there.
They're not cooperating.
Clearly, they're ignoring us. All right, that is their turn, and I gotta add something here on the sly. All right, Waka, that is you.
Does the veteran look like he's about to lay down his weapon?
Give me an insight check.
Oh,
You're not really sure. Maybe. Could go either way. He's spending a lot of his action just bleeding out right now.
I'm gonna stab him.
All right, fair enough. Okay, that will do it for sure. Going with the damage and
I want to re-roll that 3.
okay, nice. Okay, an extra 4 on top of that for a total of an 11. Your rapier, you lunge through, like a joint in between two sections of his splint mail. His eyes go wide. He falls to his knees and then slumps to the right. He is done.
Excellent. I'd like to use my bonus action to shoot that one.
All right, go ahead and do that. And you see that the guards have started to take a more hostile stance as they see you like strike someone down. Oh shit, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice, and it's sneak attack because my ally.
Oh yeah, and you haven't snuck attack yet this turn. Okay, if he hadn't been engaged, that wouldn't have worked.
I could re-roll that 6 though.
It's okay. You don't have to if he's done.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I can't because I've already done it.
Oh yeah, you did it with the rapier. You pull the sword out as the body drops. You pull up the other hand, catches this guy like right in the small of the back and the spine, and he drops like a stone.
Can I use my move action to drop my weapons and put my hands up?
Can you do what with it?
To drop my weapons and put my hands up?
Yeah, I'll say so. You drop your weapons, put your hands up. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, for my move action.
All right. In that case, you are currently kneeling, and a new trio is going to run out from behind the inn. So this is 15 feet of their movement. And you see that... Oh, thank you for the follow. You see one of the, like, dragon horn implanted in their skull mages. And then you see 2 more cultists. At first glance, it looks like some of those dragon claws. The ones with the black masks. And then you see their armor and blades seem to be of a higher make than the others. And as they round the corner, both of them flex their leather armor, and shadowy black dragon wings form out of them. All right. So, my fucking Xbox is talking from the other room. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I thought someone was talking in my apartment. Sorry, that threw me off. Okay. The 2 that have wings now are not quite going to be able to make it to Willa, but are both going to try to get as far as they can. They both kind of like... Their boots alight on the rooftop in front of you. This one... who here now speaks Draconic? I feel like it's only Lyral and Cheese inside. Do Waka and Willa now speak it? No, right?
Yeah, no, we don't have that.
Yeah, I think it's just me.
Okay. Well, she shouts something in Draconic, and then you see she puts her hands together, rips them apart, and a massive explosion of fire rips these guards. And we're going to have to see how much damage this is.
Quick question, where's the mage?
Over here. Kind of out of your current line of sight.
Yep. The turn order was above it, so I missed it. See it now.
All right. And even if those 3 guards had made their reflex saves, that is enough that they are instantly immolated as 3 of the guards go down.
Ah, well, that's not good.
You see the corporal is like, contact, contact, crossbows out! And you see the other 3 all, like, draw heavy crossbows and sight up on the mage.
Nice.
Alright. Ander.
Cool. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go here. See what's going on around the corner. So I see the guards not alive anymore, right?
Oh, yeah, you see there's a section of, like, a street where all of the dirt looks a little, like, glassy as the flame has just blasted it, and 3 guards are just, like, full immolated, like, obviously dead, 3rd-degree burns, like, everywhere.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna continue my turn and go here, right in front of this guy. And I'm gonna use one of my spell slots to heal me.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Alright, she is down a
I healed
slot.
4. Cool.
Alright, you... a little bit of your wounds knit back together from the longsword strikes. And that will bring us to Willa, who is currently confronted by 2 scimitar-wielding cultists, each seemingly... well, actually, it would have been gone by now. The dragon wings seemed to only last for their turn, and they vanished.
Oh.
Just fly up.
Interesting. Okay. So. Yeah, I like that advice. I think I'm just gonna fly straight up.
Alright, how high are you flying? It's a singular move?
Yeah, let's just do a normal 30.
Okay. Acknowledged.
And then let's shoot that one. I'm not putting my weapon down when I'm actively getting attacked, just saying.
Hey, I put my weapon down. These guys.
Yeah, your weapon's on the ground currently, because you didn't know that the other people were arriving.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
It really buys into the story I was going to tell.
So which one are you shooting at?
this.
The front one? 14 is just barely a hit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hefty. He does not quite look bloodied, but the arrow catches him in the shoulder, and you see, like, from the lower half of the mask, like, his face is not covered. He just, like, looks up at you, and it's just like, you're all gonna be sacrifices for the Dragon Queen's ascension.
Gross.
Darval.
I keep charging forward with
All right.
on my horse, galloping forward, I guess.
Darval, and even 500 feet away now.
Nice.
Getting closer by the minute. Well, by the 6 seconds, I guess, per iterum. Alright, the 3 guards over here are going to run up. You see they all kind of, like, take a kneeling stance and fire! 3 heavy crossbow bolts rip through the air. They try to fire, like, underneath the top of that well. There's got one of those, like, wooden things on top. Into the mage. So there's going to be 3 shots. Oh, where did all my D20s go? My kid was playing with Dada's ice earlier. Because she can't say dice. Alright. So the draconic mage over here, not actually a dragon, but, you know, just got draconic vibes going on. She holds up her hand, and a glowing red shield of energy appears. 2 of the crossbow bolts are deflected by it, but the 3rd still manages to rip through and contact the mage for 7 damage. Although she also does not look bloodied yet. Waka. Currently kneeling with... he didn't fully lay down, so I'm going to say if you want to use like 5 feet of your movement, we'll just like stand up.
Oh, I didn't kneel.
Oh, you just dropped them? Okay, then you're good.
Yeah, I just dropped my weapons and then put my hands up.
Alright. Well, the situation has changed. What is the move here?
Yeah, the move is... I need both of my weapons back, so I'm going to pick both of them back up. How much does that cost?
I would say, because you do it normally as part of a move, we're going to say it's a move and we'll use your regular action as well, so you still have a bonus.
Okay. For my bonus action... Huh. I think...
I have a question.
Yes.
Could Waka have used his bonus action to dash and use the dash as second movement to pick up the other weapon?
Oh, because you can pick up a weapon as part of a movement. That's sneaky. I would say yeah. So a movement, as part of movement 1,
Pick up one weapon.
you pick up a weapon, so you can still have a move and pick up the other weapon and actually start moving from that spot and then do a regular action.
Okay.
Tricksy.
Like a rogue.
Let's see. I need to move. Let's move there.
Alright, scooping up both weapons, you kind of like, boots scraping in the dirt, start running over to Ander and the mage.
Yeah.
Alright, that's going to bring us to the mage. She is currently very engaged right there. She needs to take care of this fast. So she is going... Ander, this will provoke from you.
Cool.
And there's not going to be an angle at which she can do this to you and Waka, but she's going to burn her highest and only level spell, level 5 spell.
Well.
Let me double check. Does her shield last the whole turn? Okay. Her shield is still up, so that will negate it. Otherwise, that would have been a hit. She does not have a lot of armor.
Alright.
She claps her hands together, and as she expands them, you see like a frozen snowstorm swirling between her fingers, and a massive cone of pure ice and wind and snow rips towards Ander. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wait. Let me go look at the... Give me a second.
Yes, and it'll be with your animal form, which should be higher. I'm gonna assume.
What was that?
I was gonna say, I assume your animal form is probably like higher than the others.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. Is I had to go grab the book. No, it's the exact same.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's
Oof.
on par. I don't have good rolling luck.
oh, she rolled pretty fucking trash on that though. That was only level 5. You're going to take 25 cold damage, so it doesn't even drop you out of that.
Cool.
That was lucky there. Alright, so she's down in that spell slot. She's down that spell slot from shield. Alright. It is going to go back to Ander now.
Alright.
Oh, and sorry, I forgot to do on her turn. Her guards should have gone as well, so they're going to go too. Being the psychotic fanatics that they are both going to activate their wings again, fly up to Willa's level 30 feet off the roof, knowing that they are going to fall at the end of this round. And are both going to make 2 attacks with a scimitar. They are also all going to be at advantage as they have pack tactics. Alright. First one is a 20 to hit. Second one is a 14 to hit on Willa. And I think that's only one so far.
Yeah, the 14 does not hit.
All right. In that case, the one that does hit is going to be... one more than that. You see his blade ignites in fire as it slices towards you. You're going to take 9 slashing damage and 2 fire damage for a total of 11. And now the other one is going to go in with 2 attacks on you, again with advantage. That's definitely a hit. Both are going to hit. He can only do the extra damage on the first one. So you've taken 11 so far. And the next swing is 15. And then the final swing is another 9. As they both slice across Willa. You see a cut come across her wing as you turn back, Waka. Willa is going to fall to the roof. As are both of the dragon soldiers. They are still conscious, unlike Willa, so they will at least get a save to try to land on their feet. Both of them fail, however. And
why did Willa fall?
Willa took another 15 and then another 9 from the other attacks.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So another minus 15. Well, that will raise. Okay.
All right, Willa goes unconscious. Both of them do take damage, though, and both of them are currently prone on the roof.
Gotcha.
Nope, that's not the one I wanted. That is the one I wanted. All right. Now it is you, Ander. Sorry, I had to do their turn first.
All right. Then I'm just walking forward and biting this guy. Okay. All right, game.
Jesus Christ. Why is it always stat 20s on the other one?
Yep.
Okay. She manages to dodge out of the way, still kind of like... didn't activate her shield this time because she needs to save those spell slots, but that is still going to be a miss. And now it is going to be Willa. Willa, make a death save.
Wait, couldn't Willa have used Uncanny Dodge?
I think she still would have gone down anyway, because having the 15 would have halved it to a 7, plus the other 9 would have been a 16, and she was already... It would have still dropped her, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she only had like 7 health.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that last.
Yeah, so Willa, make your first save. Go ahead.
Where do I find the death save? Oh, the death save right here. I just pick that button.
Yep, you got it.
Nice.
Alright, that is 1 fail for Willa. Alright, Darval, you continue to rocket towards here.
Yep.
And I am going to say, for ease of play, because I don't want to keep doing this math, you are 3 rounds away at this point.
That'll be good.
Alright. And the priests are a little bit behind you still. Okay. Alright, that brings us to the guard. They are kind of at a strange angle here. They are going to move 30 feet on the diagonal. They look up at the roof, but with the angles of the eaves, it's hard to get a shot while they're prone. So they are going to again fire 3 at the mage, who's going to activate another shield spell using another slot. 2 miss, but the final one is a crit from the corporal at the front. Dealing 16 damage to the mage as the heavy bolt slams into her chest, and she is now bloodied. Waka, that is you.
Alright. I'm going to move there and stab the mage. We'll attempt to stab the mage.
With her shield, that will still be a hit, just barely at 16.
Nice. I'm gonna re-roll that 2.
Okay.
Nice. So plus 4.
All right. Just barely, thanks to the sneak attack as Ander is next to her, the mage goes down as she kind of is like holding the rapier around the blade as you just drive it into her heart, and is just like dead eyeing you as she collapses, just rage in her eyes.
Good.
You see she's kind of like kill them all as she yells at the others. She is down. These two are each going, whoops, didn't mean to move the roof there. Let's move that in the map layer and make my life easier. There we go. All right. Let's do some measuring here. The 2 dragon wings, as they are known, are going to come get involved here. They're going to stick together because they have pack tactics. You all are the main targets, not the guards. So 15, then another 30 is 45. They activate their wings again, fly down, and land cleanly on the ground. Looks like they're heading toward Waka and Ander.
Good.
Ander, that is you.
Alright. I'm gonna run around here and try and hit something. Cool.
That'll fucking do it. Teeth sinking through his leather armor. You bring the other dragon wing to bloody now. They are both bloodied.
Awesome. And that's my turn.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm going to use a 2nd level slot to heal me.
Is that it's a bonus action, right? To use your slots for healing?
Yes.
Gotcha.
11.
Okay. Above average.
Cool.
All right. Willa needs to make a death save here, and is already at 1 failure. Could be worse. Could have been an at 1 for 2 more failures, but that is 2 fails. Any more failures now, and Willa will be dead.
How far off the roof is she? Like, how far up is it?
To the top of the roof, it's like 12 feet.
Okay.
It's not very high.
Okay.
Yeah, but to get there in 1 round. Oh man.
All right, Darval, you are now 2 rounds away,
Almost
which
there.
makes the priests 4 rounds away. So Darval, you're coming in on round 19. Should be around. Okay. All right, the guards.
I'm gonna laugh at them.
Gonna laugh at the guards?
No, I'm taking these dragon wings as guards for some reason.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just laughing at the dragon wings. Cackling at them.
No one is yet convinced the guards of what the fuck is happening here. So I'm gonna roll some percentage dice to determine.
Well, to be fair, we've never attacked the guards.
That is
That
true.
Percentage dice.
I'm not saying it's 50-50. I'm just saying there's percentages involved.
And did they see me try to surrender before the massive slaughter?
Actually, hold on. I don't know that those guys did.
I know there was a weird angle.
Yeah, I don't think those guys would have seen it. The ones that saw it got fucking toasted.
Whatever. They didn't. They also didn't see me murder the other 2. Then.
That is also true. They just heard, like, take them down, and that's all they've heard. Because these were the guys that saw you, like, fucking double tap the veterans. Alright. So, on that percentage here, They are on the undecided option. So they are each going to, guys, like, pick your targets, fire at will, and they're each going to fire at someone different. One is going to be at Dragon Wing number 1, one is at Dragon Wing number 2, third one is at Ander.
Alright.
Okay, well, you are a giant hyena. The good news is, all 3 of them miss, as you 3 take cover from the crossbow bolts. Now, before we continue from the top of the round here...
I kind of look at the guy that shot me just quizzically as, like, a hyena. Like, what?
He just looks like his hand... You can see his hands are, like, shaking a little bit at whatever the fuck is happening.
Alright.
I'm going to toss this over to Lyral for a question here. So at the top of this round, it has now been... Let's see. Let's do the math here. It has been almost exactly 2 minutes since you have heard that signal. Actually, even more, because that was before combat rounds actually started. So it's been almost 3 minutes since you heard the sound. Are you staying in there, or are you beginning to get worried?
What time is it?
At the moment, it is like evening already, because you cast the dome. It is probably, I'm going to say around like, it is dark out, yes.
Okay.
For sure.
So, does it look like Resmere and Asbara are like trying to sleep? Or are they trying to do stuff?
It looks like they're kind of just like not even talking at the moment. Resmere is sharpening her weapon. Asbara is like poring over his spell book. So they're kind of just like, you know, doing their own things as they prepare for bed.
Okay. In that case, I would like to ask them if they would mind if I stepped out to pray quickly, because I pray to the moon goddess.
I'm gonna say, yeah, nothing suspicious about that. Resmere and Asbar are both just like, yeah, feel free to step out. The spell's already been cast, we don't mind. Hey, thanks, Picardy. I see you.
Okay, so in that case, I would like to walk just outside the door, like, just out of sight, out of the door.
Yeah, as soon as you close the door, like, the sound dampening is gone.
Yeah, and then I want to instantly face step to the roof to see what the hell is going on. Because I figure they're not necessarily close to me.
Yes, do you need to...
like, get up there so I can have a good look around to see if I can spot any sort of conflict.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty reasonable. Do you need to see where you're face stepping, or you just need to, like, know the location?
I don't believe I need to see. I don't think it says that.
Yeah, I don't think... I am inclined to... I'll read it again, but I don't remember it stipulating that.
It just isn't... Oh, in unoccupied space you can see. Okay, never mind.
Okay. So, alright, so if you
case,
leave... So that's like 5 feet. I'm going to add you into initiative just under the guards. Because you were basically delayed at the top, essentially.
Okay.
So you would know the quickest way out of here, Lyral, is like here, then down, then there is like a side door that leads into the stables. To get to basically right in front of where that veteran died is another 40 feet, so you would have to double move. But I'd say you would need to at least use 40 feet to be able to see any of the situation.
10, 25, 30. So I'd have to 30 feet to be able to see anything.
Yes.
I think I'd probably come out. If I'd have to move over 30 to see anything, then I'll move, dash out here.
All right. You come out, you see, dead veterans of the cult, evidence of, like, destructive evocation magic, guards in, like, a kneeling shooting stance, Ander is an animal form. Waka is just around the bend from you, so you can't quite see him. But you, like, notably don't see anyone else beside... Yeah, I guess you only see Ander at the moment.
I don't know the angle on Willow.
Not... Let's see. I would say not from there, because she's on, like, the other slope of the roof. So she's, like, diagonal from you.
In that case, I still have my bonus action.
Yes.
So, what I will do is... What do I have available? Bonus action.
It's a difficult question.
I think I will. Let's see how far it is. That's 30. I will just face step myself over here.
All right. You face it up from there, since now you're on the other, like, angle of the pointed roof. You do now see Willa is, like, unconscious on the roof tiles.
Okay. Okay. I don't have a bonus to heal her, though, so.
Yes. Waka, you see that Lyral has arrived. Notably without, you know, the head of the cult, so that's something.
Oh, yeah, that's convenient. Alright, I am gonna move there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stab this guy.
All right. He is now engaged in melee. Oh, that's not gonna do it.
That's not good. Oh, yeah, I have inspiration.
If you have inspiration, you could burn it here if you want.
I'm burning it.
All right, reroll.
I forgot those exist. I always
These guys are wearing leather. They're not as hardy as the other ones. Jesus Christ. His scimitar just kind of parries away your rapier. As you see, he just starts... Yeah, you can still shoot him. He just starts, like, laughing insanely. That will hit because you don't get disadvantage because of your feet stuff.
Yeah.
With sneak attack, as he's laughing, it fucking dies in his throat as thunk, arrow goes straight through his throat. That one drops.
Sucker. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
The other dragon wing spins around. You're gonna regret that. He's gonna multi-attack, no longer at advantage, because he's lost his pack tactics.
Oh, man. It's gonna hurt.
Well, I think these are both gonna hit. 21 and 17.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
Okay, the initial one, this time you see his blade crackles with electricity and lightning. That was not a good roll. Okay. Before I declare it, do you want to uncanny dodge?
Do I have uncanny? What is that?
Everyone, rogues should just have it at that level, if you now have it.
Yeah, so at 5th level, when an attacker hits you with an attack, it's your reaction.
Yeah, it's basically when I hit you before you know the damage.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright. In that case, you are going to... you are going to have it from 14 to 7.
I'm still up.
You are still up. Unfortunately, his next one hits as well, and you are at exactly 1, so minimum damage. The scimitar cuts from the corner of your hip up to the clavicle and the shoulder, and you go down as well.
Worth it. I got one.
Well,
Alright. Ander, 'tis back to you.
There's only one left. Get him.
I know. That could fix it. I'm thinking about taking the attack of opportunity and getting on the roof to go get near Willa and just hope that you succeed on your death save. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna take that attack of opportunity.
All right, he's gonna go for it. He's going to miss on a 7 total.
Oh my goodness. All right, cool. Along the way, I'm going to transform out of hyena form and go into bear form.
Into bear form. Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't think this roof is high enough for me, right? Wait, how high is a large creature?
You could reach up and like put your paws on the roof right now.
All right, I'll do that instead.
Okay, I would say just like a athletics check just to haul yourself up.
Cool. I'm ready to fail this.
Hey, Ander, I think Liryl's got me.
Well, you're next, and if you fail, you're dead.
Oh.
Because you're already at 2 failures. 15 does do it. You pull yourself up on the roof.
All right, 5, 10, 25, 30. I think I actually have just enough movement.
Oh, Jesus.
I transform out of giant hyena form right next to Willista as a bonus action, then use Cure Wounds.
Oh, my lord. All right.
10.
Your claws kind of like tearing slate tiles out of the roof as you pull yourself up, running over, kind of like claws skittering along that slate, slide towards Willa, out of hyena form as you slide, and then green magic flashes. The rest of you kind of see like, a glow from over the rooftop, and Willa, you are conscious again.
I take a nice gasping breath.
Ooh, very close. Right, Willa, you are prone, but you are up again. You are conscious.
Gonna keep this right here.
Oh, and it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. So, can I see the one remaining one here?
I'd say if you stand up, you could see him because you're like higher up on the slant of the roof, so you'd have the angle.
Okay. So, I'm gonna pick up my weapon, stand up, and shoot that guy.
All right. No one next to him is giving sneak, but go ahead and take your shot. He turns around last minute and cuts the shaft out of midair.
I'm gonna inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah!
That will do it. You think you're going to miss, readjust your aim, and lodges into him.
You can reroll that.
Do I have sneak attack to engage?
You do not, unfortunately, because everyone around him is dead.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll that.
Oh,
Same thing.
Oh,
rough.
It's just
that's what I
He
get.
he is still up though, but does hurt him. Darval, you will arrive next turn.
Sweet.
All right, that is the guards. There is just chaos in the fucking streets right now, and they are going to continue their policy of firing. Lyral, they don't know who the fuck you are. You just sprinted out of the inn. You're not involved in this as far as they know. So there's going to be a crossbow shot as they form a firing line. One on Dragonwing, one on Ander, one on Willa.
Whoa.
Dragonwing. Miss. Ander. I don't know what your real AC is anymore. You're always an animal. 13?
It's 14.
Oh, you fucking hit the tiles of the roof and it sails over you. And finally, the one on Willa is 14, and I think that's just shy as well.
Yeah.
Oh. You both, like, hit the deck as you hear thump, 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 like, just crossbows strumming as they all fire. Nothing comes of it, though. Lyral, What's your move here?
I am going to spare the dying on Waka.
Okay, solid.
Actually, you know, if I'm going to use my action, I will cure wounds.
Oh, okay, nice. You're kind of like more twilighty, purplish magic flows over to Waka rather than Anders' nature. And Waka, low roll, but you are up at 5.
Nice, thank you.
I am going to then I'm probably worried that if I leave too long they'll get suspicious. So is it possible, was there a window in the back of the room I was in?
Hold on. There is a window into your room, yes.
Okay. I would like to start to make the journey, and I'm going to tell this to Walk ahead of time. I'm going to be around back, or I'll just tell him I'm going to go back. I'll be around back. Use the horn if you need.
All right. So you have 30 feet left right now?
Yes, I have 30 feet.
You would know, by the way, that the horn only has 4 charges.
Oh, okay.
Also, I should have gone on the diagonal there, so 30 would have been there because I forgot to go on the diagonal.
Okay.
Yes, you did use up all the charges of the horn.
Yes.
Oh, but I also have my bonus, so I'm gonna dash.
You can't. Rogue's dash is a bonus action.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's like a thing they can do.
Yeah.
That's why they're so fucking fast. All right, Waka, you are prone, but you are alive.
All right. So standing provokes, right?
It does not in this version. No,
Oh, nice. I always forget.
it's okay. It's easy to forget.
Okay. I'm gonna stand then, stab him, and shoot him like a rude boy.
All right, kind of like the soccer kip up to your feet. Go with a stab. No sneak attack, but go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh yeah, no sneak attack. Nice.
He is in the red. As he staggers away from you. Oh, that's a hit. And boom! You kind of just put the fucking trigger right under his the soft part of his throat and just up through the mouth.
I'd like to look at the guards and toss my weapons to the ground. We surrender. We were attacked by them, and we were just trying to defend ourselves.
All right,
We're on
give
your
me
side, mate.
give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm so bad at those.
They do not seem swayed yet, as they keep looking down their sight lines. Ander in human form now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the edge of the roof and just be like, yes, we're on your side. Calm down, mates.
All right, give me another another persuasion check. This will be DC's getting lower. The more people attempting this, not that low yet.
You're asking the guy that can't roll.
You guys just see they're kind of panning, their fucking crossbows back and forth between the lot of you. All right, Willow, what's your move here?
Let's see if I'm a little more persuasive.
So you're going to the edge, or you flying down?
I'll just drop my weapon and put my hands up and say, hey, we're on the same side.
All right, not advantage, but again, the DC is getting lower every time. Super fucking close. All right.
I'm here now, right?
Yes, Darval, you come galloping in.
I'm gonna shout at the guards. Hold your fire. We mean you no harm.
All right.
These are friends of mine. And I'm going to brandish my holy symbol.
I'm going to say give me one last one at advantage because you are clearly not involved in this kerfuffle. And you are presenting the holy symbol of the church of this town.
Oof, nope.
All right. That will be a pass this time because it keeps getting lower every time the last three of you tried it. So Willow's 13 fails, but now the 13 is enough. And the guards hesitantly put down their weapons. Or at least aren't actively aiming them at you.
That's fair. I thank them. Thank you for your duty. And then I'm going to go up to Andrew. Andrew's the one who blew the horn, right? He's on the roof right now?
Yes.
Okay. Andrew, I shout, what happened?
As you guys discuss this, Lyral, you're going to slip back in through the window over there. I'm just going to bring you to the back of...
I don't think you heard the horn.
Yet.
You're not going to go yet? Okay, sorry, then I won't move you.
No, I want to go in view of the window.
Ah.
Sit there and pray so that I don't have to make an excuse to go out again if they need me. But it doesn't look like I'm doing anything sketchy, so they can keep an eye on me at all times.
All right, so you can see into this window over here. They do look up and spot you, just kind of like kneeling in this copse of trees praying. Yeah. They don't seem to say anything about it, and it took you really on a sprint that would have taken. I'm gonna say give me a deception check with advantage, just because you had to like run over here. But it did only take you 18 seconds, so not super suspicious.
I would have gotten here almost. I feel like faster than I should be able to because I even teleported to get an extra 30.
Oh, face it. Okay. I'm gonna say easier deception check because you're not gonna be as out of breath because you like magically got here.
Yeah.
So still deception at advantage, but a lower DC.
Okay, this is gonna get bad. I'm so bad at deception.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as my rolls have been.
Okay. That's all right. They kind of look up. Asbara kind of Resmere looks disinterested. Asbara looks a bit curious, just like doesn't worship the god you worship, and it's just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Going back to out front over here, Ander, Darval, you just asked Ander like what's happening here?
Yeah, I said I heard the alarm. It's priest coming up behind me quite shortly. What's going on?
I mean, technically, I didn't sound an alarm.
Well, the silent alarm.
Yeah. Well, no, because you were out of range.
Oh, you were the only one that didn't hear it. You heard like the fucking enormous battle commotions and like hyena noises, and we're like, well, that's not good.
I heard combat. What's going on? There's a couple of priests of tear coming up behind me shortly.
I was ambushed, so luckily it wasn't a great ambush, but I did heroically well.
Is our cover blown?
No. Do you say that in front of the guards?
Quietly. I'd say quietly, so they hopefully can't hear me. But...
No, we're good.
Come on.
I think.
Okay. I look at the dead bodies around us. Are we sure we'll be good in the morning?
I'm not for sure on that.
I'm not for sure on that.
Let's play then. I'm gonna like Jessica walk and
all right.
come over as well.
The other guards, like all of you, come down here. We need to talk. As you guys are kind of coming off the roof and assembling, two fucking priestesses, we're gonna say, gallop up on another horse, not as war-bound as Olympian, but they both like hop down. Each kind of has like glowing white magic on their fists, and they're just like, what's going on? What's happening? And the guard's like, what are you doing here, sisters? And there's like, this paladin summoned us here. He said something was wrong. And
okay. I mean, just to everyone to come gather around them.
All right. They wait for like Ander and Willa to like hop down as well, as these different factions kind of like assemble.
Okay. So I'm gonna pipe up first, I guess. I look at my teammates, say friends. I look at the priest, the ally. I look at the guard and say, duty bound warriors. And then just towards the tavern, high-ranking members of the Cult of the Dragon are hiding in that tavern. We have reason to suspect that we have been traveling. Sorry, we have been traveling undercover with them for a while, and have reason to suspect they're getting ready to make a big move. We do not have all the information we need, but we do have a potential opportunity to strike a devastating blow at them. I want all your thoughts on what we should do, what our next move should be.
All right. The corporal kind of hesitates. And it's just like, the Cult of the Dragon? He like looks at the sister. He's like, what is that? Like, I'm going to give one of them a knowledge check, actually. Yeah, okay.
More like a fan club.
She's just like, to my knowledge, those are people that worship Tiamat, the five-headed god of chromatic dragons. Or worship is banned on the continent. One of the guards is like, all right. He kind of turns back to the lot of, he's like, and you're saying that one of them, or some of them, are staying at this inn?
Yes, and they plan to resurrect Tiamat,
What do you think?
which we are trying to stop.
All right. Lead the way in where you think they are. But if they're not in there, or if this is some sort of trick to explain the fight out here, it's going to be all the worse for you. You all lead the way. If you make any funny business, he kind of like pats like the stock of his crossbow.
If I make any funny business, I'm at yours. I'm at yours to do as you choose.
Wait, are we sure we want to, like, do that, though?
I don't think we have much choice at this point. I say gesturing towards the bodies. I think our cover is going to be blown by the morning. Right now, we have the element of surprise, at least.
All
The
right.
problem is Lyral has a bubble up. We need her to drop it soon. If we're going to make an attack, or anything along those lines, on Resmere.
All right. I'm going to make some moves here.
What do you guys think? Am I going about this wrong, do you think? I want parties to
Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
I'll be the one deciding us to attack Resmere alone, so. I am going to go through, open the door, though, so.
All I know is I'm gonna cure the guys, you guys.
All right, you take a minute. The soldiers kind of compose themselves. One of them asks the sisters, and he's like, will one of you... She's like, the sister superior has to ride back, but I will investigate
Waka?
with you all.
I have a question. Should we take a
Yes.
short rest first?
That's healing for you.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet. Should we take a short rest first before we go in there?
I'm literally for a minute just healing people.
I know, but should we? You don't think so?
I'm cool with whatever, but
I think a short rest is at least logical, at the very least. Though,
Waka again.
Well, as long as the guards let us short rest, I'm up for it.
Fair.
The guard? Or do you ask the
Waka.
guards?
Guys, I'm trying to prepare for this.
Willa's fully healed with that one.
Okay,
Okay,
Waka,
well.
here comes the next one for you. Because this only targets one person.
Yeah.
I'm down 10 points.
Okay,
So
One
well,
more.
I was going to say the priestess as well will probably hit some of you guys with a heal.
I have a question, Ben. Have I
Oh,
had
this
chance?
lasts for a full minute, so there you go. That should get you to full.
Yeah, that'll take me to...
Ben, I have a question.
Yes.
My token's currently at 22 out of 44, but I don't think I've had a fight since I long rested last time, whenever that was.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I don't think so, so you should be
That
maxed.
should be it. Okay, in that case, I don't need a short rest.
All right. The priestess kind of wants to stay in the back here, but the guards gesture for you all to lead the way.
I will do so. I'm gonna dismount Olympian because I don't think Olympian can fit in the bar.
All right, let me move Olympian out of the way. I'm going to just kind of arrange you guys in the hallway here. Who is approaching the door first? I'm going to say you're going to be able to see the telltale signs of this barrier from behind the door, from underneath.
Me. Definitely me, I think. Because I'm the one whose idea this was. I'm the one who kind of, being a bit of face right now. I'm the one who knocked the guards down. I guess I should be the one, huh?
The guards would need to get by you, so I'm going to do some rearranging here. The Sister Menorah. All right, and Ander, I'm just going to move you out from... All right. Is everyone happy with this approach?
Are the guards forcing us to be in front?
Yes, for sure.
Cool.
They just watched you guys kill a lot of people. They're not about to be in front of you with their backs exposed.
Cool.
Should we give
I'm
Lyral
gonna-
a warning to get ready to draw the bubble if we're going to attack?
You don't know where Lyral is right now.
I don't, that's true, but I'm saying, do you guys know? Like, I guess I should say.
Only Waka does.
Okay, I'm saying, I see the barrier. I'll turn to you guys. Do you have any way of contacting Lyral to get her to drop this bubble in there?
Does anyone have a way of contacting Lyral? And Waka, you do know that Lyral went around back. That is true.
I specifically, I think, said to use the horn.
But the horn is out of charges. There are no, or no, Andrew, you should have one charge of the horn because you didn't use one on Darval, did you? Because he was too far away.
I wouldn't know that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you did say you used it. Yeah, I just didn't know that he was within. It was more than 600 feet away. So there is no charge of the horn. So, and Ander did mention that before he went back there, so Lyral, you would know that.
Can they hear the outside of the bubble?
They cannot hear anything outside the bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Otherwise, they would have gotten deeply more involved real quick.
If I see anyone coming to over toward me that I know, I will or if I see anyone coming toward me, I will walk over to them out of view.
Okay, so maybe we should just send someone out the window on one of the other room windows to say, "Hey, Lyral, get ready to drop the bubble when the door opens."
What do you... I mean, you can ask the guards. The guards are kind of just waiting. They're about to, knock on the door here. They're about to call to see who's in there.
I hold up my hand when they gesture to do that. I go, hold up my hand and suggest that.
What do you do, sorry?
I hold up my hand.
Yeah.
Stop them from knocking the door. And I'm gonna have Waka. If you know where Lyral is, can you go warn her to get ready to drop the bubble when the door opens?
Sure. Do I know where Lyral is?
Yeah, Lyral told Waka that they were going to be around back.
Okay. So are the guards gonna stop me?
Give me one of you give me a persuasion check. So it's you want us to just let him wander off.
No, I just want you can watch him open one of the doors to one of these other rooms, and then just go out, tip his head out the window if you want.
Yeah,
Right.
you can come with.
He waves one of the guards forward in the hallway. Walk along. Let me change some lighting here.
Should I roll persuasion for that or not?
This hallway's getting really crowded.
No, he's. I think it makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll slide open a window, be like, "Hey, Lyral, we need you in here."
Lyral, there is a back door over here, so you know.
Okay. I will come in through the back door.
All right.
Yeah, like a civilized
Over
person.
here.
And I'll go back to the hall, like a proper.
And I'm just gonna ask the guard, does there seem to be any trouble? What's going on? What?
Are you with this lot?
Away.
He just is. Are you with all these people?
I was traveling with them. Yes. We were in a caravan together.
They're claiming that there are members of the They claim that there are members of the Cult of the Dragon in here. Which he looks back at the sister from he's like, she says that, obviously, like we know that that's bad. They are pointing out to us that you have a spell in there and that you guys were spying on them. If you could remove the spell, we are going to go in and interview them and settle this all up. If this is an elaborate lie, all of you are under arrest.
I would be happy to remove the spell so you can talk to them. However, first of all, only one of the people in there is the Cult of the Dragon. The other one's kind of like an affiliate.
Oh.
Yeah, the other one's a sketchy wizard. And I'm fairly certain that they are totally capable of killing you. I'm willing to go in if you want and tell them like that you want to interview them, because it seems that you want to interview them, not fight them for some reason. But yeah, just what do you need me to do?
They recommend.
I think it would be better to just tell them that there was a scuffle outside and some guards feel the need to interview them to figure out what happened, and then you can see whether they're with the cult or not.
Fine.
Possibility.
You go in first, tell them we need to talk.
Okay. I will go in.
Alright, hold on, let me remove that lighting block because the door's open.
And I'm just gonna throw my courage like back up a little bit. So
you enter the room just as they're talking. Resmere is like muttering something in Draconic, kind of cuts off the last second as you enter the bubble.
I can understand Draconic.
She seems to be saying something about how she's going to prepare for the ritual. And still in Draconic, Asbara is just like, look, I don't know about that. I'm just hoping that, if there's a breakfast, I'm hoping it's continental, perhaps with, some croissants, or, what the, literal, what does everyone do? Who is all that out in the hallway? What's going on?
It seems frustratingly, because it means I can't pray in peace, which is really all I want. Just be allowed to pray in peace at night. That there was some sort of scuffle caused involving members of the caravan. I don't know if they got drunk or something. I really don't know all the details. But the guards are demanding that they speak with the occupants of this room. And I figured it would be better to not just drop the bubble, because that would, not be good, and let you know so that you may go and talk with them if you feel that is best, or decide what the best course of action for us to take from here is. As I am the employee, not the employer in this relationship. If you want to be protected from guards, I just need to know what exactly you guys want to do here.
Give me one more deception check. You have earned the right for advantage for all these weeks of travel, but Resmere is fucking, focused in on you, more so than she has been in weeks.
Oh, no.
Alright, we'll talk to these guards. Go ahead and drop the bubble. Let's have a word. Give me an insight check.
You could also just, go out, and then you can escape back to the bubble.
She's like, no, it's fine. The gods won't be pleased with that. Just bring it down.
Okay. You said insight?
Yeah. Andrew, I see you sneaking around back there. What are you doing? I see your ass in the hallway. She seems confident. She's like, she's ready to have a talk with them.
I will, drop the bubble.
As you make the gesture to dismiss this spell, real fucking quickly. It's not in her art, but you see Resmere slips on a mask that looks to be almost like a draconic shaped black helmet over her own draconic features.
Okay.
We are going to immediately roll for initiative.
Let's do
As
this.
you see, she draws her massive named greatsword, who you have by now learned in there is named Hazaron, and levels it at you, like so strong that she's just holding it, perfectly straight, arm extended in one hand.
At me?
At you. She's like, I hate a liar.
I literally didn't lie in that situation. I don't know why you're upset with me. This is like the one truth I have told you.
Asbara.
Why would you admit to lying about everything else?
Asbara, ready yourself.
I have told you that it is true. I do not know what happened. There was a scuffle. The guards want to talk to you.
Alright, hold on. Gotta roll for so many people. Ooh, 3, that's good.
I have advantage on initiative from Vigilant Blessing.
What'd you say?
I have advantage on initiative from Vigilant.
That is true. Go ahead and re-roll that. Nice. Good recovery. Alright, did Waka and Willow roll in there?
No, sorry. I was kind of waiting for the turn order to pop up. I didn't.
No, you're good. Yeah, I hadn't popped it up there in a hot second. Go for it when you're ready.
Alright, so that one's mine.
Alright, Waka will be before Lero, because you obviously have the higher bonus. Oh, man, you guys were fucking ready for this, huh?
I'm ready to slam that door. That's about it. I was listening real hard.
Darval got a nat 20. Does he not have first in initiative?
Nat 20, unfortunately, does not matter in initiatives.
Okay.
As good as it looks in the chat to roll that green 20, does not affect initiative.
Okay.
Alright. It is Resmere's turn. Resmere, of course, as you guys know, is one of the 5 worm speakers, head of the cult. And you guys have never actually seen her fight. Fortunately, this is a bad time to find out. You first. Asbara, prepare yourself. She is going to step forward. Over her head. Swing. Actually, no, she can do 2 of these. Before she steps forward, she looks at you, does not do her full breath weapon, but boom, summons a ball of acid out of the mask and sprays it at you.
Okay.
Virtual, guys.
That is gonna be a 24 to hit.
Oh, that hits. That hits.
All right, hold on. I did not have enough of the right type of dice. We got to do some gathering here, do some digging.
This is not gonna be good.
Did not be good at all.
Where did my daughter put all of my d8s? What is happening? All right. We got him. D8's recovered.
Yay.
You're going to take 22 acid damage.
Wow, okay.
She moves forward and is going to swing Hazaron, the great sword, at you as well.
Okay.
That is going to be a 28 to hit.
You're
That hit.
rude.
First up, that is going to be 8 slashing damage, followed by 7 necrotic damage as you go down. Which, does that drop you?
That does drop me. Yeah.
Alright, as you go unconscious, I need you, this is incredibly important. I need you to make a constitution save.
Uh-oh.
No pressure.
All right.
Oh, no.
There is
Use
still...
inspiration on that?
You can use inspiration. You want to use it before I say what happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No. Say what happens. I won't use it. I'm good.
All right. For the next minute, which is effectively 10 rounds of combat, you cannot regain hit points.
Okay.
That means that there are still ways someone can help stabilize you. But this means that while you're unconscious making death saves, healing spells will not affect you.
Okay.
That's rough.
All right. Darval, that is you.
Okay. I'm gonna bust the door open.
I think the door's already open because I just walked.
It is open,
Alright.
yeah. It is fully open.
Okay, I see Lil go down, shout, War Priest, we need to spare the dying over here. Then I'm gonna attack Resmere with my greatsword. That's not gonna hit. Attack number 2.
Parries it away from her.
There we go.
Ooh, that is a crit.
And I'm putting a second level smite into that as well.
All right.
I gotta write it down quickly. Give me a sec.
Okay, she
So it's
can't
gonna
use
be
her.
extra double the dice, right? So it'd be 68 instead of 48 of smite, right?
Correct.
So I programmed it for 2d6, so I'm gonna have to roll this extra 2d8 later. So
Okay.
first do that, and then and then 2 more d8.
Let's get some new combat music up in here. All right, so let's do the math here. 20,
52.
52. Yeah, you are correct. Boom! With a massive uppercut, you slam Resmere's greatsword out of the way with yours, your blade aglow with bright, almost painfully bright white light, whereas hers crackles and drips acid. She takes 52 damage and is dropped to bloodied.
Nice.
She is then...
That was a really good hit. Nice.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. She is then, as you see her mask glow, going to take a legendary action. And on the end of your turn, she is going to swing her greatsword at you.
Oh.
Okay.
The first time you guys have fought legendary actions so far. That is a 22 to hit.
It's
First half of this is you're going to take 14 slashing damage. And then an additional 9 necrotic, and you also need to make a constitution save.
nope.
Oh.
You also cannot be healed for the duration of this fight, or at least the
By
next 10
myself.
rounds.
That's not including myself, right? Like you lay on hands and stuff.
That does include lay on hands.
Okay. Well, I get a lot of damage in before I die, so it's on you guys now.
All right.
I'll put
Asbaro Jos, the Red Mage himself. Another man you guys have not seen fight yet. What is he going to do here?
He just saw Resmere take a lot of damage.
and Resmere drop someone who's been pretty nice to him.
Yeah, I haven't done anything to him. Also, he did say that he was worried about her and wanted Darval's help in case.
It's true. And it is mostly because of that he is not going to take hostile action on you guys yet and is deferring judgment.
Sweet.
You see he's like, Resmere, stay strong. And he is going to cast a spell. Before he moves, he's going to cast a spell, and he vanishes. Oh, I can flip his token. Didn't know I could do that. Nice. This is the War Priestess. She's going to have to run through her allies, going at half movement.
For the dying?
And she is going to spare the dying because she is a cleric. Lyral, you are no longer bleeding out.
Cool.
However, after she does that, Resmere is going to make another attack as her second legendary action, again at Darval.
Okay.
Darval, that is a crit.
Oh no.
Alright, well the good news is I don't think she can do 88 damage in one thing, so she won't be able to massive damage you, but she will almost certainly kill you.
Yeah.
Or down you, I should say.
Yeah.
You are going to take 35 damage as she cuts through your stomach with a caustic acidic blade.
I'm down.
Lyral, you cannot do anything, but you are stable, so no death saves. Waka. You hear a body hit the floor and Lyral goes down. You see Darval collapse and, like, flecks of acid from the sword spatter the wooden boards of the hallway, begin to eat through them.
I'm gonna just take a look-see. Look at that guard. What's he doing?
You see, as he watches, like, a heavily armored paladin just get fucking dropped. You see he is, like, shakily pulling out his spear. Because he's in too close quarters.
So I'm gonna be like, good luck, bud, and close the door.
Alright, that's a move. That's a move.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Let me just move the lighting block
I
back.
can't stop you, but I was gonna
Okay.
suggest that we get Darval. Let's leave it up to the guard. They can obviously tell that this is not on us.
Oh my god.
You can go and
Get
get
Darval.
Darval if you want. Alright,
You can delay your turn.
I'm
I'm
not...
fine with that.
No.
No.
Okay.
It's not gonna be their turn for a little bit. It's not gonna. They're distracted with the war priest.
I don't know. Look, I closed the door. Alright, I know what I'm doing. I don't care what you guys do. I'm close to the door. Is this window open?
It is not.
Okay. So I'd like to close the door, walk over.
So here's the thing. You get one object interaction per move action.
Okay.
The window should be open though because he called out to me through it.
See?
Oh, alright. How dare you fucking call me out.
Nice.
No, you're absolutely correct. That's valid. Window's still open.
Okay, is that considered difficult terrain or anything?
No, you already opened it.
Nice. Okay, so let's move there. Oh, look at that. Oh, perfect. Actually, can I? Yeah, I can move there. I want to move there.
Okay.
And I want to shoot Resmere through the window with my
Gotcha.
hand crossbow.
Go ahead.
But you're leaving us for a second to die.
She whips around and just fucking grabs the quarrel out of midair and throws it against the wall of the room.
I'm just gonna like look around like, wow, where'd that bolt come from?
Wait your turn,
Wow,
peasant!
that was crazy.
Alright. That is going to be the guards. One is going to basically be stepping over Darval's body. The other cannot reach. And the two that are there are both going to make two-handed stabs with their spears. She parries both of them fucking easily. And it is Willa's turn this time.
Willa, delay until after my turn,
Okay.
and I can buff you up.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. Ander, then Willa.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go up to Willa and cast flame arrows.
Oh. You can feel the slight heat on your back as your quiver lights up.
And then I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the lighting
through.
layer.
What's up?
I was just going back to the lighting layer to move the door again.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try and grab Darval and start carrying him that way. I know I can't do much, but I'm gonna start pulling him.
Yeah,
in.
give me an athletics check.
Okay. Ready to fail this.
Oh, I'm gonna say you can pull him as far into the room as you want. You fucking drag his ass.
Alright, as we go through, I'm gonna totally close the door. I'm gonna try and put him, like, on a bed.
I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say you drag him over to the bed, away from Resmere.
And then close the door as, like, I'm walking through.
Alright, Willa.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of mimic what Waka did, just jumping through that window and shooting through.
Alright, go ahead and move.
Perfect. And I can like hover to go just slightly above where Waka is.
Alright. The two rogues kind of at each other's shoulders here.
Nice.
That is a hit.
And what do we add on for
Ooh,
the
look at that sneak.
fire?
Yeah.
That is an extra D6 fire from arrow.
Shoot.
Okay. She is looking extremely injured.
Nice.
Asbara, get ready to jump! She is going to fucking sprint away from the others. Actually, no. She is not even going to do that. She is going to just whirl around since you guys teed her up so perfectly over there.
Oh no, breath attack!
A beam of concentrated acid rips through part of the window, like melts the glass, and slams into the pair of you. Both of you, give me reflex saves.
Can we use our uncanny dodge at this point?
I don't think you can uncanny dodge a save thing, but I will double check.
Okay, but you said reflex. Well, the damage specific, right? Reflex. Is it a dex save?
It is a dex save, yes.
Okay.
But I don't think you guys have evasion yet.
That's Willow.
Alright, uncanny dodge. They have to hit you with an attack for uncanny dodge. And this is not an attack, this is a save.
Gotcha.
Alright, Willa and Waka. Willa does manage to pass.
Nice.
Waka, you do not.
Ben,
Yes.
can Resmere hit them both since they're not on the same level? Because Willow's in the air.
I mean, she could move a little bit and still do it. I would say so. She's only a little bit above Waka, she said, so I think there is for sure, like, the line doesn't have to be on a flat plane. She can, like, angle it.
Oh.
Like, she's basically shooting, she's, like, shooting diagonally through cubes.
Yeah, if she moves, though, she provokes attacks of opportunity from everyone.
She will, that is true. She parries all of them. Okay, decent start for you guys. Alright, Waka, you take 36, and Willa, you take 18.
That's enough to down me.
Waka,
Good thing
your
you
armor
have the pole.
burning around you, just like starting to disintegrate under this acidic onslaught. Willa, you see him drop even as you try to dive for cover, and some of your wing feathers are still singed off with 18 damage.
How much did she take?
Half of 36, which would be 18.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, Darval, you are not bleeding out. Or actually, you have not been stabilized yet, have you?
Yeah. Yeah, I am bleeding out.
Alright, go ahead and make your death save. That is a success. You guys see Asbara reappear on the other side of Resmere. Looks around, kind of looks through the window, doesn't see anyone that he knows in the party that's up except Willa. Locks eyes with Willa and says, well, try to make sure the young man pulls through, don't you? He is quite helpful. Grabs Resmere's shoulder. Boom! There is a clap of sound as the air molecules slam back in as they have been displaced as the two teleport away via some sort of spell.
Okay.
Willa, if you would like to make an Arcana check to figure out what the fuck they just did, you can. The War Priest will try as well.
Yeah, I can try that. And also, was it clear that they were referring to Waka, or did they refer
To Darval.
Oh, okay.
You see Asbar kind of like gestured to the hallway where Darval went down.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
What kind of check?
Arcana. I'm going to say on a 19, you do not know exactly which specific type, but that was certainly teleportation magic. They're not hidden, they're gone.
Good to know.
Okay.
I guess she'll probably tell the rest of the party that.
Alright, and the War Priest is going to run in and stabilize Darval with Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Wait.
We are out of
Was that
combat.
Nature Mumbo Jumbo over here.
So, what about
We are- So we are out of combat.
Is the War Priest going to spare Waka as well, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, she'll go over. Waka, even if you failed in that one, you would still not have 3 fails, so you're good. She would save you.
Awesome.
Or Ander, you could go over there and heal Waka while she
Yeah,
does
I
our.
was gonna Ander's gonna go over and cast Cure Wounds
Yeah, for sure.
at a second level spot.
All right. So first things first, we're gonna take a break here in a second, but I'm gonna give you guys XP
Well, not amazing, but there you go.
for the
Waka.
ones you did kill.
Thank you.
If that fight didn't end, I was about to fucking barricade that door and just start working on Darval.
It's fair.
Why I got metal
We all lived
spikes?
through that somehow.
What's up?
We all lived through that.
Yeah, let's touch and go.
Yes, but that priest I brought with us really came in clutch.
Everyone gets 920 XP, and as the guards kind of catch their breath, like, all right, everyone in, bring everyone in. We have.
Does that? Sorry to interrupt. Does that include the previous fight as well?
You didn't get any XP for this fight. You didn't kill anyone.
Oh.
That was all the previous fight. And you did not get XP for, avoiding an encounter because you did do the encounter, you just didn't win.
Munda,
Yeah?
I don't think that's right.
Arguably, we won because the cowards ran away.
Because
Well-
And Waka and I did do some massive.
Oh,
Powerful
and
damage.
Darval.
440. I think you're right, 'cause I missed a 440, so.
Yeah, it's 9,910.
Oh, that's a much easier number. That's a much better, nicer number, too.
9910, okay.
I love that number. It's so much better than my number I put up. Thank you, guys.
Before we take our bathroom break here, I need everyone to give me a perception check.
I'm dead. Do I?
Everyone that is up, give me a perception check. Darval and Lyral, this is going to exclude you guys because you still have about 45 seconds of not being able to be healed.
Is that
Ander.
perception?
Yeah. Willa passes as well. Waka, you don't pass, but the other two do, so they pointed out. See some of the guards like, what is that noise? You guys hear some commotion way off in the distance. And as you guys head around to the front of the inn, you look past the walls of Daggerford, past its closed gate, to where the caravan is parked outside. and you can see a thick pall of smoke illuminated by a red glow from underneath is rising up from the camp.
Crikey.
And we will come back from bathroom break to figure out what the hell's going on. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So, couple miles outside of town, caravan is real fucked up. Looks like it's on fire. What's the move?
I'm still out cold.
What's up?
I'm still not bad, I think. Have we gotten up yet?
After about like 40 more seconds, you're able to be healed. The priestess has enough healing to get everyone to full, so go ahead and just add your health back. I'm not going to bother rolling it because she has the slots.
Ben,
Yes.
I have a logistical question about Moonbeam.
Okay.
If I were to buy a large mirror,
Go on.
and hold it at a 45-degree angle,
I would have to read Moonbeam. I don't think Moonbeam is pure just light because it is also energy. And I don't know that you could reflect that energy with a mirror.
Good question, though.
Silvery beam of pale light. I would say you could try to reflect it, but you wouldn't do the full damage unless you like were literally carrying a mirror that was like 5 feet radius
that is
mirror.
what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah. So I think you could reflect part of the beam. I don't think it would be like full power.
Wait, does it say 5 foot? 5 foot.
It is. So yeah.
Too small.
Yeah, it should be double the size actually. That's I did think it was diameter. That's wild. Yeah, it is radius.
Okay.
We'll figure.
Well,
So,
then
yeah.
I don't think there's much need to,
Even more so then. You're reflecting like less
I
than a
don't feel
fourth.
as much need now to reflect it if I've got a bit more room to work with.
Fair enough. So you guys get back up. The guard are I'm gonna drag everyone over here. The guard kind of bring everyone into. They shut the tavern down for the night, and they bring you in to the main room. Waka and Willie, you guys can max yourselves out because of the priest for health.
Thank you.
All right.
We had a good thing going. I was chilling with them. We were listening. Everything was. What happened?
You were ambushed. Well, from what I gather, Andrew specifically was ambushed. And I didn't think we were going to be able to recover, so I decided I saw an opportunity to attack Resmere, hopefully by surprise, and I took it.
I see. Okay.
Look, a lot of you, I'm inclined to let you all go. Clearly, those two had something more going on.
No, really?
Look, you're gonna have to come down to the barracks and make a statement, but what is all of
I
that?
wasn't even involved in the initial fight. Why do I have to go and make a statement?
Because you all are cohorts. You're in cahoots.
Fine.
Look, what's going on outside of town over there? He gestures at like the faint glow on the horizon. Is that them?
Among others, yes.
Yeah, you guys know. Yeah, it's definitely coming from your caravan out there.
There are also a bunch of innocent merchants and other guards out there who
Might be the baby dragon.
also a possibility. We think they're carrying a dragon egg. That's true. Though I'm skeptical it was hatched by now, but it's possible. I don't know. Ben, would I have any way of knowing how long a dragon's incubation period in the egg is?
Give me I'm gonna say an Arcana check.
Yeah, check that out.
I think you're probably not really sure.
Yeah. I have no idea how long a dragon stays in the egg, so who knows if that could be a baby dragon or not. It's possible. It could just be the cultists doing their thing, trying to cover their tracks. I don't know.
All right, look. We can get the statement on the way. I'll rally some of the town guard. We'll ride out. You all come with us. If there's people out there at risk, well, I gotta leave some to defend the city, but we'll have enough with us to ride you guys out there.
Okay. I also have a horse out front. I say, as we head out, I'm going to turn to the priest and say, thank you for your help.
She bows and she's like, oh, I hope all is well, and if you ever return to Daggerford, feel free to seek out our aid.
Hopefully I won't need it next time I'm here.
You guys saddle up. The city guard provides enough mounts for y'all to ride out there as quickly as possible, but even so, it is, about between 1 and 2 miles away outside of Daggerford. Otherwise, you have to pay tolls to bring through that much cargo. And, obviously rich merchants wouldn't do that because they want their money. That being said, you guys get there and you see that, yes, there are a bunch of burned out wagons and parts of the caravan. It looks like at least half have left and left a decent amount of time ago because they got a head start on you. And you see that there are bodies everywhere.
Can't tell if anyone's still alive.
You see some of your guys' guards. There's about 4 of them left out of y'all's initial detachment of 20. Sorry, sergeants. That group, the lady and wizard guy that have been in the front car, they appeared out of nowhere, shouted some orders in some language I didn't understand, and they just started killing us. They took even the stuff that wasn't theirs and rode off. He gestures over, and you see that, near the front of where the caravan is parked, where you guys know that normally Lyra will be making, the dome. That's where, the Resmere's carriage usually was. There is, an intense part of the battlefield over there. Not just blood in the dirt and scattered weapons like the rest of the camp, but there's, scorch marks, acid burns, and you see that there are 2 of the 3 bodyguard level NPCs that were assigned to protect Resmere and her cohort. 2 of them have been cut down, looks like by Resmere's acid sword, and the third one is, clutching a stomach wound and just leaning on his halberd.
I'm going to run up to that guy and pump 5 lay on hands into him.
See some of his wounds abate, some of the acid burns recede.
I'm gonna try where I can help as well.
Yeah, give him some more healing. Go ahead.
Let me. Well, I clicked it. Look give it a second. There we go.
All right. You see he's starting to get closer to bloodied. He did have a decent amount of health, and he's like, look, I'm sorry if the 3 of us full-time employees were ever curt with you all. Clearly they were the ones we should have been keeping an eye on.
I'm going to look him dead in the eye, say, we all got mixed up with people who had ill intent. I hold no ill will against you for doing your job. I hope you have no ill will to me for doing mine.
They tore through us so fast. Look, I spent enough time near them kind of nods at Lyra like you did. I know they're headed to the north side of Waterdeep. I don't know if you can catch up to them if they're going to keep riding all night. I don't know.
They
But-
said they were gonna enter through the top, right? The north
Yeah.
gate.
Through the north gate.
So, if we enter through the south gate and make our way north through the city, we'll have a shorter journey to their destination than they have.
That's true.
I suppose so. That could work. Listen,
I'm gonna go and heal him a bit more because
oh, thank you. He kind of like rolls his shoulders. Look, my men are too late to save. And I don't know if you have the magic to do this, but whatever some of those weird motherfuckers hit her with is poisoning her slowly. I think she wanted to talk to you before she goes. He nods over to not like a still burning wagon, but you see one that is like, looks like the whole top of it was just shattered off by Resmere's breath weapon. And you see propped up against it, covered in wounds, is Jamna Gleamsilver. As you approach, you kind of see she like tugs at her collar, and you can see the veins going up from her neck into her cheek are all like pulsating green.
Okay, can I expend 5 hit points to neutralize that poison with my lay on hands? I have 5 points of lay on hands, as though 20 of them.
Yeah, can you do it against any poison?
It says neutral. I'll just put it in chat.
Yeah, go for it. You reach out and your hand kind of glows just over her throat, and you see this like green mist just starts to drift out of her pores as you like purge the poison through her skin, and she lets out like a soft like, oh, thank the gods.
I can put another point of lay on hands into her just in case. So she's at just to get very healing as well.
You think you basically bring her up to like 6 or 7 essentially, and she's like,
Fair enough.
y'all missed a lot of action. You're making me wish that I had just tried to assassinate them like I said.
Perhaps it wasn't the smart thing to do.
actually I think that's what we tried and did not succeed in doing.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, we tried to do that.
That's a good point.
Look, I'm done with this mission, alright?
Not.
I'm gonna head east, but I can send a message ahead of you all. Spread the word among my colleagues. If there's anything I learned from this attack, look, you all were talking with the Harpers. You think that band of do-gooders is gonna stop the cult? Hell, the Harpers have fallen and risen more times than I've had a hot meal. Look, the Black Network, it's out there. I know not all of you, kind of looks at Darval, might appreciate all that we do. But I know that they're more capable in a fight.
I nod.
Well, you can lead whatever's left of these merchants and guards over to Waterdeep if you want. I'm out.
Safe travels.
Yeah. You too. Kind of gets to her feet. You see, just walks away from all of the ambient light from these fires and just starts heading toward the east. You see some of the city guards with you. They kind of spread out and start assisting your troops and assisting any merchants that are injured.
You said she seemed low on health.
She seems low on health. Yeah, she's still a little bit low.
I'm gonna cast sleep on her.
All right, go for it. Let's see how much it is. You seem to close up like a huge gash that she had from like left shoulder down to her ribs.
Can sleep.
Oh, sleep. I thought you said heal. I saw 20 hit
Nope.
points. Let's see. You healed her for how much did you heal her for, Darval? 5?
I put 5 for the poison, then 1 for not poison.
You see she collapses, Lyral. Falls to her knees.
Okay.
What?
Falls asleep.
Cool.
You guys seem to have a brief moment here amongst yourselves. You see, like, the guards that came with you are, like, assisting the other members of the caravan, your troops. And you have this quiet moment to yourselves. You guys all kind of are standing near Jamna. And you can take it, proper back up against the truck so it doesn't really look weird. What are you guys talking about?
What's our next move? Little has a good point about moving through the city first to try to cut them off before they get to the gate.
I don't know if we should mess with them.
You have to. Someone has to. And we're the ones who know what the information we have. We at the very least need to get the information we have to the Harper about where they're potentially heading to. That's not just heading to Wardy, but past it. At the very least.
I mean, I agree to getting the knowledge there, but quite frankly, we kind of got lucky in that fight.
That's true. That's true.
For what it's worth, I will say you guys saw her like health or she was down in the red. You guys hit her hard.
I did get a crit with a smite on it. That helped a lot.
I went down instantly. I have no idea what happened in the fight.
That's very fair.
I have no way, like, granted, I wasn't in great area. None of my forms could do anything.
Weren't you
But-
out of form at that point?
What?
Weren't you out of wild shape by that point? Or did you have one left?
No, I had one more, but I
Okay.
couldn't do anything because we were indoors.
Right.
But even then, maybe if we were a little bit stronger, then yes.
I don't know if we can take her boat. I know I have to try.
You guys would
not
also
gonna-
know that you do have contacts in the city from the Harpers, both from that guy you rescued buried in the ground, and you are supposed to be paid for any information you guys have, even if it's just information from the Harpers, by contact there.
Well, either way, we need to head to Waterdeep. If no other reason, to pass the information on. We can figure out what's next after that, but I'm not gonna ask you to follow me into battle. But I'm not giving this up, guys. Just so you guys know.
Okay, wait, hold on. I might have gotten lost for a second. What are we specifically talking about?
What our next moves are?
Okay.
Are we gonna follow? Are we gonna keep fighting the hold? Are we just going to Waterdeep and then giving the information and moving on? What's the group plan? I guess.
So, in my mind, the next natural step is to go to Waterdeep, right?
Well, yeah, I think.
Whether we
Regardless-
continue to fight the cult or not, it makes sense.
They did
Yeah.
promise you guys like a ruby worth about 1,200 gold pieces for information that you could pass on to a Harper agent in Waterdeep.
Yeah. So that alone is still worth it.
Yeah,
Right.
we have the information, so.
So what's the other option? What are we like? Why are we like? What do you want to do besides that?
I want to keep. I'm gonna
Follow up, what
What?
are you doing with Jamna Gleamsilver?
I'm going to call over the bodyguard
Okay, one of the like the big three bodyguards. He walks over.
Yeah. She needs to sleep. She's gonna die wandering off otherwise. When she wakes up, no matter what she says, don't let her leave until she's fully rested and recovered.
I'm gonna
If
say.
you have to use force to stop her, you're welcome to.
Let me give him an insight check here. All right. Look, she put up a pretty decent fight with me and my men. Strike at their vulnerable points when we couldn't. Yeah, I'll make sure she gets some rest. I'm surprised she even survived, honestly. Don't think she would have if you guys hadn't made it back.
Well, it's good that she did.
A small smile crosses Darval's face, but he's still very somber about the whole night.
All right. He kind of goes off to help some of the other guards too. All right. So,
Oh.
are you guys going straight after them, or are you trying to rest for the night?
I mean, I'm still pretty good to go overall.
Yeah, I can keep going. I still have some on hands. Most of my spells.
I do not.
Okay, wait. My question wasn't answered though. What's the
Oh, his
other
question?
option? I heard there was a.
Oh.
I think they were just like debating, like, can we even do this? Like, can we even take these guys if we have to fight them?
Oh, who cares? We'll either die trying or. That's the whole point of adventuring, right? Like, do it or die trying. Yeah, who cares? Die.
The guard
Yeah.
kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know. That's why I'm a guard, not an adventurer.
We'll kind of look at him and like, well, no offense, you weren't invited anyway.
Wow. Crikey.
And you see your free tap right now?
Okay, so what time is it? It's still like evening time, right? Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like how far can we really make it tonight before we
For resting away.
Yeah, exactly. Like what, an hour? That doesn't super I say let's sleep in town in comfort, leave early first morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't board with that.
All right, so leave early in the morning.
Yeah. Like I'd rather wake up an hour earlier in the morning, take off now.
We don't need people on watch, so we should be able to pull it off.
That's true. Yeah.
Nice. All right. You guys, I'm gonna tell you, you're not interrupted. So if you do sleep, you can get all your stuff back.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Eventually, I fall asleep.
Did the horse survive?
There are enough horses that the guard are willing to supply you to get the caravan moving, but you guys still have your horses, so you have like your cart and all that other stuff you bought.
Cool.
All right. So, you guys, any questions before you continue along your way on the road? All right. Close out some of my notes. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right. You guys are able to make it to Waterdeep without any more interruptions, thankfully. You all roll the caravan into Waterdeep after about 7 weeks on the road. All of the surviving merchants dispersed to the cities. Go ahead.
Yeah, surviving. Do we get inspiration for surviving the week?
Yeah, you do. Sorry, thanks for reminding me. But yes, everyone gets an inspiration. And then you additionally worked out because you didn't have to do anything week 7, so this works out for you. You guys also get an inspiration for going to Waterdeep. So you guys can have 2. I'm going to allow it.
Nice.
As indeed.
Okay.
Because I think it's fun to have multiple. Even if the sheet only lets you have 1. Why not? Alright. You guys are... let me double check your exact payment, because you all were sergeants. Each of you guys for doing everything you could to get them there as much as possible. Everyone individually is paid 392 gold pieces. So each person gets 392, as you are all earning sergeant level pay.
$392.
Yep, 392.
When do we level?
What's your next
Like,
level?
I don't know what the next experience gap is.
You guys are at almost exactly 10,000. I think the next one is 14,000.
We're not too far off then. Okay.
Indeed, it's not super far. All right. So, check my highlighted part of the book as well.
And how much did we just get?
Gold amount? You got 392.
Each or like for the party?
Each of you got 392.
Each of us. Okay.
Also, you guys are going to get an additional 1,000 XP for making it to Waterdeep.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice. That will definitely.
Now you're definitely getting closer.
11, 9, 10.
I have 10, 9, 10.
I think it's because you were at
Oh,
9910. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be that's the value. So
Let me get it right.
when you guys first get there, the other merchants go around, go to their destinations. The guards get a much needed break. You guys know the cultists, hard to say if they've made it all the way to the top yet, or if you guys have, managed to catch up to them at the moment. But I will say, if anyone wants to, they can make a investigation check to see if they can hear any, like, rumors or any of this shit, like, they've heard of anything happening before you all got here. Related to, like, caravans, cultists, that kind of thing.
Very much. Check that for me.
16.
Give me a
Okay.
second. Sorry.
Waka
No,
would
you're
have
good.
helped Willa, but 16 is the.
There's a crit.
Damn, Ander. Okay. 16 would have done some of the stuff here. Andrew, you're going to get the rest of it as well. There are certainly rumors of a half-dragon being spotted moving quickly through the town. You would also know that it seems like they barely stopped. No one you talk to knows what they did with their cargo. But it sounds like they hired another escort of mounted guards. Like, not even your level stuff. Like, these are like mercenaries on like heavy horseback. You also would find out in your investigations that they have left on a road to the north called the High Road. It used to connect Waterdeep to the city of Neverwinter. However, a cold coastal marsh called the Mirror of Dead Men lay between the road and the coast. Over the years, it has gradually expanded. Each time it grew, it would flood the road, which had to be relocated farther inland. This was the situation until about a century ago, when Neverwinter was nearly destroyed by the eruption of Mount Hotenau. With the city in ruins, efforts to keep the road connecting them have simply stopped. No one figured it was worth a purpose anymore. Although according to these rumors, Lord Neverember is rebuilding Neverwinter, and the road is needed again.
Can you ping where Neverwinter is?
Yes, give me one sec.
Neverwinter Wood. I don't see Neverwinter City. Yeah, I see that.
Well, I gotta zoom out. Can't remember if they removed it from this official map because it was destroyed back in the day.
Yeah. So we see Neverwinter Wood here.
I will reveal it over there because it was. You guys wouldn't have known that they're doing their best to rebuild it. However, Neverwinter is over there.
Okay, cool.
So it seems like efforts are. This is, information you guys would not have known. It seems like it's going pretty well. Like Neverwinter is getting restored.
Cool.
In addition to that, because you guys cleared both DCs and had the nat 20. The people you would know that they would direct you to some of the northern warehouses here, who might have information about how things are shipped to Neverwinter, considering the road has not been completed yet. So.
Sorry for leaving.
No, you're good. You're good.
Have we found the Harper's contact?
You have not. Actually, I'd say in a nat 20 you'd be able to find them. Yeah, you find the Harper's contact.
Nice.
So you are able to actually. Where is it? Run into Carlin Amafel again. This is the guy that was buried that you all found.
Okay.
He's one of the Harpers. He greets you all and listen, they were able to transport this magically ahead of you, but I have payment for you guys if you have information for me. Am I able to pass this payment on to you? Kind of like looks at you guys quizzically.
Waka's not right here right this second, but Waka will always take me.
That is fair.
We have information, yeah.
All right. Look, I'll take anything you guys have and I'll relay it to them. Look, I know that there was rumors of a half dragon in the city recently.
Unless someone physically stops me.
Could you take me so I can relay it to them myself?
He's like, I mean, I just have a couple of sending scrolls ready that are prepared enough that I can cast them if you want me to relay something.
No, it's fine.
All right. Look, and I mean, if there's anything specific you guys want to tell them, you can, or if you just want to like relay, like, this is how she fights, this is what we learned, that's also acceptable.
I guess that pretty
I'll
much.
probably share the stuff we learned. Yeah.
Waka says absolutely everything.
All right, so it seems, the consensus is you guys pass on the information. He kind of like scribbles down some notes. You can see just from the angle he's clearly writing it in a cipher in case someone tracks him. Just being extra careful. All right. Look. Here. This is, you guys have earned this. He passes you the ruby. It's worth 1,200 gold pieces. Look. I'm, he kind of hesitates. He's just like, look. I'm not Onthar. I'm not Leosin. I'm not that high up in the Harpers, but I think if they were here, they would ask you guys to keep going. They've been rallying troops across the continent to try to combat the cultists wherever we find them. But the fact of the matter is, we don't have any agents that strong this close to Waterdeep. I can't tell you what they'll pay you, but I know that they would be exceedingly grateful and would certainly reward you if you are able to keep following and, gods, I mean, I hope you can, stopping them at every turn possible.
Waka and I are okay with that plan.
I'm down.
Sure.
Okay. Why not?
All right. I'll relay them what you saw, and assuming you tell them everything, you fill them in that, like, okay, you guys are going to talk to some contacts in the North Warehouses. He would be able to set you up with one of the guys specifically, and working in conjunction from the spying that he has done and the information you guys have gathered and what the warehouse worker knows, you guys are able to put together part of the puzzle. He brings you all to the High Road Charter Company. It's a consortium of guilds and noble houses that have partnered with Lord Neverember, the head of Neverwinter. A human veteran, not one of the cultist ones, named Ardrid Breferhue, commands regular convoys that continue up towards Neverwinter. He would relay to you guys that the cultists did hire, several merchant companies worth of paid guards, as well as just like teams to soup up their wagons, repair them, and get them moving as fast as possible. All right. So he would tell you guys that the roads, since they've not been maintained, between Waterdeep and Neverwinter, since they haven't been maintained, the only way that it works at the moment is that there are a few roadhouses, stopover places, built along the lands between here and the High Road. They relay to you that you all are looking for the Karnath Roadhouse, and that is where the cultists will be laid up next. He would explain to you guys that considering the amount of weight they were carrying, the freight they had, and the current conditions of the road, he thinks if you guys are able to ride out solo and, outpace a normal caravan, you could get there while hopefully at least some of the cultists are still at the roadhouse recovering and gathering themselves before continuing the journey.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good to us too.
Have we checked out if we can find out where the warehouse is?
Yes, the man, Ardred Breffer, he would bring you guys to the warehouse. He does say, he's like, look, I don't work for this particular company. You could try to negotiate with them to see their ledgers and see what they had in there, but that's not up to me.
Okay, I will talk to the guy. Let's try to talk to the guy.
You guys find like a rather stooped older man with spectacles, kind of bent over a ledger in the front office, kind of like a little side office before the main body of the warehouse. Yes, what do you want? We are very busy today. He kind of like licks the tip of his quill, dips it in some ink, and keeps writing.
And we get a look at the ledger for the warehouse back there for the past, 3 days, week or so, I guess.
Is the ledger... Are you looking for something in particular? This has records of various companies' business dealings. I'm not usually at liberty to just reveal the whole ledger to anyone who asks.
I slide him 3 gold pieces. Will this make things a little easier? We don't want trouble here.
You slide and go. He like sees that they're gold pieces, like not even silver. Slides them off the table and into a belt pouch, and he's like, "Well, would you look at that? It's a pleasure to meet consultants. Having already paid a consultancy fee, I'm sure that the companies wouldn't mind if you took a gander here. You know what? I'm actually going to step out for a moment. Have a little break with my pipe." He pulls like an old tobacco pipe and kind of leaves you alone in the room with the ledger.
Sweet. I appreciate doing business with you.
He kind of just like nods. You see like strikes a tinder twig. It's like a match basically. Steps out.
I look through it. Do I see anything that would like strike me as out of the normal?
I'm gonna say you're definitely not like an accountant. So I would say give me an investigation check. And if anyone's looking with you, they could as well.
Yeah.
I know nothing. I know nothing about accounting.
Willa will do an investigation check.
That's thorough, apparently.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Can I give Willa an advantage on her just?
Yeah, the two of you have like probably done some corporate espionage in the past. You kind of look into it. Oh, baby. The second nat 20 to investigate stuff in this fucking town. Jesus. You guys are popping off here.
We're good at finding stuff.
All right. What are you gonna learn here? All right. I'm gonna get some stuff from the next chapter as well. You begin to look at large sections of treasure. In and of itself, not unusual that things like jewelry, gold, gems, all these things would be sold and traded around a trade town as big as Waterdeep. But what's odd here is you see that there are plenty of intake dates and, withdrawals. There is no sales transactions. These have been spread through like several weeks of movement in this warehouse to try to disguise it. But you begin to like tally up the various values here the cult has basically hidden in plain sight in these ledgers. And you know that it is thousands of gold pieces worth. One transaction just by itself you see is 1,400. And with all the other smaller and even a few other big transactions like that, you're thinking perhaps in the value of tens of thousands of gold pieces. An truly insane amount of gold. And you see like why they've been hiding it and shipping it so quickly into different places.
Does it kind of show where it all goes? At destination?
You see that they are headed out towards Neverwinter. But there are notes along the way that seem to indicate there is a different destination than Neverwinter. They're heading somewhere else, somewhere a little bit off the beaten track, past the Karnath Roadhouse, a place that is only briefly mentioned in a footnote as Castle Narita. Go ahead and give me, I'm going to say a history check on Castle Narita.
Any of us are just...
Any of you guys, because I think you guys are kind of looking through this as a group here.
Not me.
Okay.
They're all...
Ander.
Why is it Ander?
Ander, you're going to know a few facts. Not everything, and nothing that is super up to date. When this stout stone castle was first constructed, it was the home of a half-elf wizard. Although you know that he abandoned it only a couple decades after its completion, as the Dead Man's Mere continued to push up the coast, and eventually the castle is now situated in swampland. You would know that for a time there was a different group there, a group of astrologers called the Academy of Stargazers. No one's heard from them in quite some time. Finally, while it is unclear who or what uses this castle now, it is not really a ruin, it's too new for that. But you know that it is abandoned and has been labeled as such. The only thing worrying that kind of strikes a chord in your head related to the cult is that you know that there have been rumors in that swamp of a pair of black dragons living there. Not necessarily in the castle, but like in that swamp's region.
Wonderful.
Oh, goody. We should pass on the Harpers if we can before we leave. That we might have a base up there.
Yeah. And you guys would know from you would be able to chart this out pretty easily in the Merchant District. The Karnath Roadhouse is like, you pass through the roadhouse to get to this castle. It's just without this information, you might not have it's certainly a detour. It's not like where Neverwinter is. So you might not have known to take that swing.
So we should go to the castle?
Yes. Do we think this might be where they're keeping all the treasure, or do we think this is just like a stop for them on the way? Does anyone know that?
At this point, it's hard to say because the contracts at least have only, contracted out helpers and guards and stuff to this castle region. And even that was, purposefully they tried to obfuscate that fact.
Yeah. Okay. Do we see any of their treasure heading towards Neverwinter?
Yeah, you think that the treasure is going to have to stop through Karnath Roadhouse first and then go to the place.
Cool. Okay.
All right. How about let's go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roadhouse first, castle second.
Yeah.
And is there some way to pass the information we have, we just gather onto the Harper before we leave?
Yeah, I would say you can pass that on to your contact.
Cool. And is there a temple I could stop at to pray before we leave?
Yeah, there's definitely... Waterdeep is fucking massive. Yeah. There's definitely temples available to anyone's gods here.
Cool. I'm going to want to talk to one of the high priests before I leave.
I know magic items are pretty rare, but is there any magic items?
Ooh, good question.
You would most assuredly know that there are magic items in Waterdeep.
Ooh, maybe see if I can have a +1 sword. No, that too. Look for +1 sword.
So do we just kind of ask you for stuff, or is there like a list?
There are some specific items I have pulled up.
Okay.
In addition, I would say you would be able to find at the most basic any potions you want and any +1 weapon that you would want.
Sweet.
+1 weapons, they are 500 gold pieces each.
Okay.
I have enough to buy a +1 sword. I will spend that to buy a +1 sword. Can I do that?
Yep.
+1 great sword, that is. Ben?
Say that again? You said what are the +1 sword?
I have 650. Can I buy a +1 great sword then?
Yeah.
Wait, I do that. I buy a +1 great sword.
Some of the other items I generated in here. One of them is a ring of truth-telling. While you wear the ring, you will have advantage on insight checks to determine whether someone is lying to you. There is also... Sorry, I was trying to find the actual description of this item. Oh, come on now. All right. In addition to that, there are a few other magic items. So there's the Ring of Truth Telling. There are +1 weapons available. Whoops, that's not the right tab. There's the tab that I want. Okay. All right. The next item that is available here is a set of Armor of Resistance. Armor of... it gives you resistance to one type of damage. In particular, you find 2 of them in the city. You find 1 for acid and 1 for lightning.
I think we need the acid one. How much does it cost? The acid one?
And effectively, they can just replace whatever type of armor you're currently wearing. Each one of these is $350.
Oh, enough for the great sword.
How much resistance do you give?
It's not like Pathfinder where it's like a resistance number. Resistance is just it straight up halves the damage.
Oh. Okay.
And it would have to replace whatever, or it would be whatever type of armor we're currently wearing.
Yeah,
Like,
just for mechanical ease of play. So like if you have a breastplate, it's a breastplate of, acid resistance.
so
Wouldn't
London,
take away our armor class, it would just add to it.
It wouldn't change your armor class. It would just be whatever armor you have.
Okay.
but that means that if we got better armor later, we couldn't keep the resistance on it.
Correct.
I don't have enough money for that and the sword. I want the sword more, so... Do you need the armor of acid, Laurel?
No, I plan on eventually getting plate, so...
Fair.
All right. There are also boots of speed. Basically, as a bonus action, you click them together. It doubles your speed, and any creature that makes an attack of opportunity against you has disadvantage on that. If you click your heels together, the effect ends. You can use it for 10 minutes a day per long rest.
Which one was those?
This is Boots of Speed.
10 minutes total or once a day?
How much are those?
Those are $275, and it's 10 minutes for like the whole day, so like you can break it up in different chunks.
Okay.
And then there are still 2 more. Along with if there's any potions you guys want, there just are potions available.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for the list of stuff before I figure out what I'm gonna buy.
That is fair. Where is the thing? There it is. There is a set of like iron lenses or like iron eyes with crystal lenses. It's not letting me show you the image, but I'll put it in our Discord chat. These are eyes of the eagle. While you wear them, you have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across. And then, finally, where is it? I'm going to copy this image to you guys as well. These are gloves of missile snaring. These gloves seem to almost meld into your hands when you don them. When a ranged attack hits you while you're wearing them, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your dex modifier, provided that you have a free hand. If that would reduce the damage to 0, you catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in your hand.
I don't think the rogues need that because they have uncanny dodge and use your action for that. So, not sure about Ander or Zerk. I don't use it.
I
don't
can't
know, I'm
really
not
use it.
terrible decks.
Yeah, same thoughts.
Fair
I'm
enough.
always in bear form, so or
Always in
animal
bear.
form.
All right. Does any of those pique your interest?
Is that everything?
That is everything. Magic items are still pretty rare in this, but there is a big potion community here, so any potions are available. Yes.
Right.
And then, of course, then there's also the armors of acid and lightning.
Yeah. Which one did you want? The armor? Or did you want the armor? Did you want? Well, okay. So, hold on. Give us a second.
There you go.
All right. This is what I'm gonna. Okay. So the lump sum of money we just got, that was from selling the giant ruby, right?
Yeah, so you got 1,200 from the ruby. Not each. That was like as a group.
Yeah, and then. Okay, just wanted to make sure there was more coming. So I'm gonna borrow 216 gold from Willa, and with that, I would like to just get a +1 rapier, +1 hand crossbow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah, you find some, like, sweet enchanted weaponry.
Nice. And then, I know Willa's gonna buy stuff, we just don't know quite. Give us a second there.
There you go.
Are there any like books or things that I could purchase that could teach me skills,
Teach you skills?
or just could be teach me something useful to do while I have the extra time and everyone else is sleeping because I only take 4 hours.
I'm thinking of Pathfinder ones, but there probably are ones here as well. Give me 1 second, because Roll20 is being slow. Okay, that's too good of a book.
How much was the Eyes of the Eagle?
The Eyes of the Eagle is 250.
250. And the armors were 350?
Yes.
Okay.
What exact? Is there anything particular you want to learn? Because I'll probably just homebrew this.
No, I didn't have anything particular in mind. I was just kind of thinking, it'd be nice to have something to do during times when I'm awake and everyone else is asleep.
Ah, gotcha. I would say you could probably like purchase some books just on like the local history of the region, including like Neverwinter, the High Road, and the marsh around here.
Okay.
And assuming you're reading those at night, I'd probably like reduce the DCs of checks related to those areas.
And how much would that cost?
I would say not much. That'd be pretty readily available. I'll say like 20 gold pieces.
Sure, I will do that then.
I have a question.
Yes.
How much does each person get from the ruby again? I didn't take that into account for my.
If everyone took equal amounts from the ruby, I believe that would be 200, but I am bad at math. It'd be 240 for everybody.
Okay. So if I have that too, then I can get the acid armor and have 40 gold left.
Okay. So that was
Is
the
that okay with you guys?
which armor was
The acid
the acid armor?
Yeah, is that okay with you guys if I get that? You don't want it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what was that? Sorry.
If you purchased the acid armor.
Oh yeah, no. You wouldn't.
Yep.
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
seems like
I
it.
buy the acid armor. So the acid damage now. And
Right.
splint armor, by the way, that I have. So.
Is anyone gonna take the lightning armor?
I don't think
Yep.
anyone's taken the lightning armor.
Willow
Tanner
would
can't
like.
wear metal.
Okay. Willow would
Alright.
like to take the lightning armor and
Okay.
the eyes of the.
Nice.
Yeah.
You kind of get this like twin set of like the armor like has some sweet iron studs in it and like matches the iron eagle goggles.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
So I have acid resistance now.
Yes, you have acid resistance. So basically, it just straight up halves acid damage.
Cool.
I would also like to make a donation to the church.
I'll probably do the
Oh,
same thing.
totally.
To my church. Good call. I'm gonna go pray there for a bit and talk to the priest.
They certainly appreciate it. Waterdeep's definitely got a bit more of a not that it's like a bad place, but probably not as like stringently religious and conscious of the church as other places you guys have been. So the temples seem pretty appreciative to have these donations.
Well, I'll give him 10 gold on my side.
Nice. Hell
I'm
yeah.
giving 12 gold.
Okay.
Way to one up me.
What a
No, I
flex.
had 612 gold, and now I have 600 even.
That's fair, honestly. I would have done the same thing. I would have done that.
Yeah, that's fair. That is why I gave I gave someone at 1.3 gold, and that's exactly why I did that. So
That's a smart way to get rid of that problem. I'm definitely going to do that with my own character sometime. All right. That's a pretty good pausing point, I would say. There's only about 4 minutes left anyway.
cool.
And you guys have horses you're able to ride out, or if you have the cart that you guys had before, you can either keep using it or get your own horses. I would say the Harpers are happy to provide mounts. And then we can... oh, and I can actually... I don't know why that part's hidden, but I'm going to reveal it really quick. The Mirror of the Dead Man label is like hidden by default on this map for some reason. But yeah, it's right there. That's where like the road keeps going around it. All right. We'll come back next time as we leave Waterdeep and begin heading up towards Neverwinter to investigate this mysterious swamp castle.
Cool.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Catch you next week, guys.
Peace
Bye.
out.
Bye.
We.
Alright.